Damn it, Grom. Now I gotta go pay Uncle Sam because of your ass.
It's a Supermoto day. I hate the asshole that did this. It's been there for like a week. I don't know if it's like tire slime or what the hell it is, but it sketches me out every time I'm coming back the other way. Ah, this thing is so excessive. Oh yeah, I forgot. Whoops, the Husky has that. Oh God, I scared the horse. That horse was like, bruh. I think a horse probably would say it like that too, because it's like, nah, bruh. Oh my God, dude. After riding the Grom for like a week straight, riding the Husky just feels like suicide waiting to happen. Let's see, can I stoppish? Oh, it's not like the Grom. The Grom's so much different. That one was actually pretty good. For me, considered I haven't rode this thing and tried to wheelie it in like a week. I tried wheeling on the way home from work and it was just hot garbage. Straight garbage. It's weird, like when I ride the Grom and then I get on this, it literally takes like a day almost for me to like get used to riding it again. Because like one thing that I hate about the Grom, and a lot of other people have complained about, is the fact that the frickin' clutch throw is pretty much all or nothing on the Grom. And it's because the like little arm down by the motor like only travels like in like a 15-degree like distance. So like the clutch is just like, oh no, nothing, all right. And like it's so retarded because you try to ride the Husky like that, this thing, as soon as you start letting the clutch out, I mean, it's like, let's go. So like the first time I get on this thing and I go to let the clutch out, it's almost like, oh shit, I don't want to wheelie, come on now. But it is nice. It's nice having two bikes. That's not like a privileged dick, but it really is nice having two bikes. Especially ones that are so vastly different. I've also been trying to do better about angling my camera down a little bit more, because I have been noticing in the videos lately, I haven't been getting a lot of the bars in the shot. It's just been a lot of like what's in front of me in the sky, and I don't know, I feel like I like having the bars a little bit more in the shot. I don't know, it feels more like an authentic moto vlog and not like some dude's just Harry Pottering down the road. I don't know. Don't listen to me, guys, I'm retarded. I really am. I tell you what though, I really wish I had a pool. This heat lately is retarded. Like, I have a theory. I think it's hotter here than it is in Texas. At least right now. I feel like the beginning of like summer is so much hotter here than it is in Texas. Because like Texas gets kind of cool at night. It doesn't do that here. Like, it stays humid and swampy and shitty all hours of the day. I've also noticed how much louder this thing is. Like, oh my God. And I know all my friends are like, bro, so we've been telling you forever. But like, dude, riding the Grom for like a week, even with that AR exhaust is not all that loud. Which I'm glad it's not, to be completely honest with you, because that's like my little incognito stunt bike. I don't need it to be like the Husky here, just everywhere as you go. Got to be able to sneak into lots and do wheelies and shit once I get subcage and, you know, all that goodies on there. You guys know. But, you know, I do have a little bit of a topic to talk about, and that is, why do I like Supermotos and Groms better than anything else? You know, this may sound a little similar to a video I've already done, where I was talking about what's the best motorcycle. Basically, I was talking about what motorcycles I like the best. Which, I mean, that was a good video, but at the same time, it was very predictable because I was just like, Supermotos, duh! Alright, can I get a stoppie at least, please? Yeah! That one sucks. The Grom is so much easier to stoppie. Everything is easier on the Grom, except wheelies. But in due time, love that. feeling of your arms getting longer. Why do I like Supermotos and Groms? Honestly, if I had to just go ahead and summarize what I'm about to say, it's just, they're more fun. They're more fun and they're more versatile. So I guess I'll explain. I had a Magna, that was my very first bike. And I don't really count my first Magna that I owned because I only really rode it for like a period of 2 months and then got rid of it. So I wasn't like really into motorcycles when I had that. What's up? Yes! Nobody does the peace sign thing to me anymore when I do the dad wave. But you know, my Honda Magna. I liked my second Honda Magna that I had. It was comfortable. It would have been a great bike for doing like a lot of highway distance, especially if I had that big windscreen on there. You know, it was actually fast for a cruiser. I know that's two things that usually aren't go together. They're usually mutually exclusive. It's like cruiser and fast. Usually not in the same sentence. Unless it's a Yamaha VMAX, or in this case, you know, a Magna. And I also make the Super Magna. But, you know, that Magna, that thing would get up and go. And it was comfortable, but at the same time, it was really heavy, and you were pretty much stuck on the road. You couldn't really do anything crazy with it. I mean, I'm sure you could wheelie it if you had the skill and the know-how and the proper gearing and all that. I mean, people wheelie Harleys, and everyone knows those things don't make shit for power, and they're heavy. So, I mean, there is a way to do it. It's just not very practical. Fun factor cruisers, they're probably the least fun, but I like them for their practicality. You know, you can ride 2 up on them, you can go long distance. I'm rambling and driving past the tax office, son of a bitch. But you know, they're fun in the sense that they're practical. But other than like fun, like let's go hooligan and do crazy shit, not so much. That one looks pretty cool. Well, that's over with, and that was actually pretty painless. Not as bad as I thought it was, to be completely honest with you. Then again, I mean, the lady kind of did me a solid. She didn't go by the true, like, final price. Because, you know, anytime you buy a Honda, you gotta pay for freight and all these stupid dealer fees and crap. So you end up paying like $500 more than the bike's worth, and it's just retarded. But she went by the actual just base price, so that's pretty cool. You know what? I'm gonna take the long way home. Screw this. I know I turned left from the right turn lane. I'm an asshole. That has been established many times, guys. God, I love this thing, dude. Riding this thing compared to the Grom, it's so ridiculous, dude. The throttle, like you cough on it and it's like you're gonna die. I had a 2004 Z. Ooh, what's that? Oh, it's a big water hole at the bottom. Never mind. I had a 2004 Z1000. I'll put a video up on the top right. Literally, this bike is like the ghost bike. I literally had it for a month. Like, a lot of you wouldn't even know I've had it. Even if you've been following the channel that long, literally, you could have missed like 3 videos and you would have never knew I had this bike. It was not on the channel very often. Reason being that I only owned it a month, number one, or a little over a month, and for like half of that month, it was in the shop getting clutch work. Yay! Which, that's the bike that kind of gave me a bad taste in my mouth as far as Kawasaki. Which I know that's kind of stupid. It's a 2004 1000. Who knows if the clutch had ever been redone. I mean, apparently the clutch basket had been redone, and that was fine. It was the little arm, you know, that the cable pulls, that was all screwed up apparently. So the clutch would not fully disengage, so it was like always dragging. Yeah, fun stuff. So, you know, I had that Z1000, and it was, I mean, it was a fun bike. I mean, honestly, I think it was a really cool looking bike. Like, that sticker bomb wrap was awesome as hell, dude. I know a lot of people probably think it's tacky and stupid, but I thought it was cool. But I mean, all that bike did is went fast. But you know what also is fast? This Husky. was nowhere near a balance point. Chase it, chase it. But foot was starting to press the brake. That's what we want. We want to more or less try to keep this pretty steady and more use the brake. We'll get there. Trust me, it's not going to happen overnight, but I have high hopes. Because almost everybody I know that gets a Z125, a Grom, or similar, give them like 6 months of solid practice, and it's just like, oh, who's this? New wheelies? Who this? But you know, to me, my Z1000, I mean, yeah, it was fast, but it was pretty boring. In very much the same way that the Cruiser was. It was faster than the Cruiser. You know, it was more sportier than the Cruiser. You know, you could do wheelies on it, although I never really kept it long enough to try to figure out. But, I mean, at the end of the day, all it did is went fast. That's literally all it did. And I don't know about you guys, but to me, speed is pretty overrated. It's really not important to me at all. I know this seems a little hypocritical considering I have a 701 and it's basically a sport bike like the Supermoto. I mean, if you really want to get down to it, it pretty much is. The engine is from the friggin' 690 Duke, which is a naked standard, or whatever you want to call it, naked sport bike. They just added long travel suspension and made it look like a damn Supermoto. And there you go, 701. But, you know, at the end of the day, just, I don't know, I didn't really dig my sport bike. It was uncomfortable, it hurt my back, it went fast, and that was about it. Couldn't jump it off-road, take it off-road, do anything really kind of fun with it except ride the streets really fast and do wheelies. Which, I mean, is if that's your idea of fun, I mean, hell yeah, dude, get a sport bike. But for me, it's just, I was like, whatever, dude. Got rid of that after like a month, man. And then you guys know, this channel started with a DR650. And now, while yes, the DR650 is nothing powerful or crazy, what that bike lacked in power, it made up for in just pure, like, hellacious fun. You could take it off-road, you could jump it. I mean, sure, the suspension was soft and it kind of sucked, but even still, man. Oh, hey, this is where I'm at. I actually did not take the long way home. Oops. But you know, my DR650 is really what made me love Supermotos, dude, and I'll always cherish that bike because of that. You know, it's the same way with the Grom. If you've never rode one, you won't really understand. I mean, if you've rode a dirt bike before or a dual sport, you'll somewhat kind of understand. But until you get these big, fat, that's what she said, like sport bike style tires on a dirt bike, you just won't understand, dude. Until you are able to lean over something like a dirt bike, way over like a sport bike in the middle of a turn, it's just, there's nothing like it. Groms are pretty much the same way. Just, it's like a Supermoto with less power. I'm not saying a Grom is basically a Supermoto, so all you sumo stunners don't get triggered. That's like a running joke, guys. Everyone's like, are Groms Supermotos? No, Groms are not Supermotos. They're close. As someone who owns both, I will say the fun you can have on them is very similar. And, well, I guess I should say the level of fun you can have on them is very, very similar. But the kind of fun you have on them is just a little different. Like, for instance, you know, I really prefer my Grom on really what am I thinking of, The Office? Tight, twisty roads. I prefer the Grom just because it's just so damn easy to ride. It's not like this where, like, you know, you might hit a bump mid-turn and throw yourself off the damn thing in high side. The Grom's not going to do that. It's just does not have the horsepower to do that to you. It's like a go-kart. Just pin it and just go through the damn turns, man. Like I said in the beginning, you know, I just prefer Supermotos and Groms over everything else because for $1, it is the most fun you can have with a bike, man. It just really is. But if I'm being completely honest with you, I still think, and it's mainly more just my preference, but I still think if you had to make me choose between the two, I'm going to say I like Supermotos better. They're just more versatile, you know. You can take a Supermoto off-road and you don't have to worry about the suspension bottoming out and getting beat up like you do, you know, a Grom. I'm turning! I'm going around the fucking roundabout! Don't pay attention to me, I'm an idiot! I get it, I'm stupid as hell. I'm just gonna drive around the roundabout. You'll probably notice and be like, you're retarded, I hate you, I know what you're saying. Seriously, I get it. That is one thing with these Shinkos. Once you hit about 90, get a little wobbly. Which every time I drive by here, I do get a little triggered and salty because you cut all those trees down, and from what I can see, you did absolutely nothing with it. But yet, if before they did that, or even now, with them doing nothing with it, if I was to go in there and ride around and someone seen me, someone would get all butthurt and triggered about it and go call the cops or whoever. Literally, you chopped half the damn woods down and you're gonna yell at me for riding in it? Well guys, as usual, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And be sure to click the videos on the left side of your screen and let's see if we can get a decent video. Was not that great. Anyway, till next time guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Later.